We have breaking news from Forest Park, Georgia. There has been a shooting between motorcycle clubs. The motorcycle clubs have not been reported yet. Cops are still on their investigation, but it seems like two have died already, and there are multiple casualties in this one. Yes, coming up on Insane Throttle Biker News.
Rev the engine, hear the roar. Bite the truth down to the core. Hollywood's voice cuts through the haze. 30 years in the outlaw maze. Insane throttle, no lies, no frills. Riding hard through the biker thrills. From the clubs to the open road. Real talk, man, the story's told.
They haven't reported on it yet in the news media. I do know the clubs involved, but we're not going to release the names of the clubs involved until the actual news does. It's just better that way. That way we don't get ahead of anything. And what we report on is what the news is reporting. Anyway, it's starting. Summer hasn't even started yet. And we got a lot of incidences that we've been covering regarding motorcycle clubs. And it's just a sad state of affairs that this is happening so soon. It ain't even May and things are happening right now. Let's take you out to what we're talking about here. This out of Atlanta news first. Two victims of deadly shooting at Forest Park Motorcycle Club identified. Police are searching for suspects because there are suspects out there right now. Investigators said shots rang out before 5 p.m. inside a business along 5246 Jones Road near Old Dixie Highway. When officers arrived, they saw multiple motorcycles leaving the scene at high rates of speed. And you know what? This is a pretty good neighborhood from what they're saying. The video up here, which I'm not going to play because you know how that works. This was right in the middle of a freaking nice neighborhood. And people were like, what? In here? Anyway, two people were found dead at the scene, according to the Forest Park police. The victims have been identified as Anthony Hearns and Isiah Mack. Our thoughts go out to the victims of this. I never understood it, man. And I guess I'm never going to. Why you have to go to shooting somebody, probably over something stupid. Now you have two people dead and you got others in critical conditions that could die. And you lost your life once you get caught because you know what? They're going to catch you. That's just the way these things work. You do this in front of witnesses. What MCs don't understand when this kind of stuff happens, most MCs have been infiltrated, especially if you're 1% clubs or they got informants in there. So why even get into something like this? Because God knows there was an informant or an undercover there when all this happened. So you're busted anyway. It just don't make sense to me. Forest Park Police Chief Brandon Christ said Hearns and Mack were not residents of Forest Park, and Hearns was visiting from Philadelphia. You imagine that going, you live in Philadelphia, you go down for a party, and next thing you know, you end up dead. When you see these type of news stories, you got to remember there's families too of the victims. They suffer as well. Two other people were injured and are in critical condition. Goes on to say, we don't condone it. Crime is down over 50% over the last few years. And that's what people want. They want safety. They want security. They don't want this nonsense in their communities. And that area in which it occurred is typically a quiet neighborhood. If you look at the video, it is. This type of behavior won't be tolerated, Chris said. The dude's serious, man. Dude's serious. If they're getting crime down 50%, that means they are out there doing what they need to do. An estimated, and here's the thing, man, there was an estimated 150 to 200 people in attendance at the motorcycle club, which police say was operating without a license when a verbal altercation broke out and escalated in the gun violence. And that's the thing, okay? So you have a argument. You just can't beat each other's head up, or you have to go with this gun stuff, man. That's what's turning the public against MCs and especially one percenter clubs. What in the hell, man? What happened to the old days where you got to choose, fisticuffs or knives? That's the way. Now it's all guns. And I'm not, naive where I say something like that. You can't man up, you can't fight. There's 150 to 200 people that were there, bullets flying. Okay, that's what makes MCs look stupid. It's time to stop pussyfooting around with that, kind of stuff. If you want to be considered a motorcycle club and not a gang, then act like a club. But when you're doing stuff like this, come on. You can't sit there and cry and whine that people are calling you a motorcycle gang because you're acting like one. Idiots. Anyway, at this time, no arrests have been made. Authorities said they are looking through surveillance footage. Here you go. You're caught on camera. And officers continue to comb through the scene. Police did not suspect descriptions or say how many people they are looking for in connection with the shooting. And then it goes on, and the mayor releases a statement. Angeline Butler, big statement right there. Sad state of affairs. And let's go to the original story here. 2 killed, 2 others hurt after shooting in the motorcycle gathering. Like I say, they have not released any of the details on the clubs, and we'll release it as soon as they do. Again, I'm not going to get ahead of them with that. They go on to say anyone with information about the shooting, which, a lot of motorcyclists that were probably attending that party are not going to actually stand up and say, hey, this is who it is. It's just not like that in the club scene. We're going to go to a good story right after this. Don't forget, follow us on Instagram. Yes, we're getting that. We need your help to get to 20,000 followers at what is this? At Official Insane Throttle is what it is. Power and Betrayal. Make sure you get that. We'll be right back.
Rev up for some raw, unfiltered world of motorcycle clubs in Power and Betrayal by James Hollywood Machikari. This gripping true life memoir exposes the brotherhood, betrayal, and brutal risk of biker life with death, prison, and shattered dreams. Follow Machikari's journey as the loyalty turns toxic in a world of roaring engines and outlaw codes. Perfect for the biker culture and true crime fans. This is a real story. Grab your copy today.
Yes, Power and Betrayal. It's hot right now. Go over there to Amazon. I got special pricing out there for everybody. I know everybody's having a hard time. So go over there and get the book. Special pricing, especially with ebook stuff. So here we go on this one. EastIdahoNews.com Grassroots Motorcycle Club. It's not a motorcycle club. Let's see here. Launches awareness ride in Pocatello. These are the kind of stories I really like here. Let's see here. Switching between here. Rolling Rogue, there's a picture of them right there. They're actually an RC. And that's the thing with RCs, man. As soon as you put those patches on your back, You're asking to fall under protocol and under that. People ask me about RCs. I always say just wear a front patch or wear t-shirts, man. You don't need nothing on your back. You don't need that kind of drama in your life, if you know what I mean. Founded by local writer Ken May, Rolling Rogue RC is hosting its first motorcycle awareness fun run and fundraiser ride this Saturday, April 26th. Well, it's passed already, so we're going to give you a shout out right there. According to Idaho Transportation Department, Idaho experienced a significant increase in motorcycle-related incidences in 2023. 609 reported crashes, the highest number in the past 5 years. Over 93% of those crashes resulted in industry injuries, underscoring the heightened risk motorcyclists face. Yeah, it looks like they are raising awareness under here. It looks like May, who rides under the name Trauma, knows firsthand how quickly an accident can change everything. A few years ago, he was involved in a motorcycle crash while riding with his teenage son. His son, thank God, walked away uninjured. May sustain injuries that still affect him today. And there is one of the problems with RCs. If you look at his thing, it says support your local SOS. It looks like that's what it was, or Rogue, or whatever they're wearing. Support stuff on their front, back patch on your back. You're just inviting stuff, but good, good story right there. Good story. It's always good to do those kind of stuff. Let me know in the comment section what y'all think. It's not even freaking summer yet, and this stuff is happening. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Join the members only, man. You got to get over there. You to see us on Sundays. Chat with me and Black Dragon, all that good stuff. And go over to HarleyLiberty.com as always and get your biker news, other stuff that we don't cover right here. Join that members only club. Rock on, baby. Join the insanity by becoming a member of the Insane Throttle Club. Get hundreds of members-only videos and hundreds of hours of members-only content. We have 3 affordable levels: Hang Around, Prospect, and Full Patch. Each level will help forth each channel and all of our biker content. Get content of interviews with the who's who in the motorcycle and biker lifestyle scene. Subscribe on the Insane Throttle YouTube channel now and get access to the members only today and become part of the insanity.
Welcome to 1990 Chicago, where trust is a trap and betrayal runs deep. The Betrayal Chronicles real-life book series by James Hollywood Machikari drags you into the middle of the biker underworld like never before. In Power and Betrayal, a kingpin rises and falls in a storm of drugs and deceit. Then Brotherhood and Betrayal throws you into a fight for loyalty where every choice bleeds. Get the Betrayal Chronicles series now with grit, guilt, and redemption on every page. Available on Amazon and everywhere books are sold. Also available is autographed copies by James Hollywood Machikari on www.insanethrottlebikernews.com.